All right, Mr. Myers, what is the topic?
Why you should vote.
And proceed.
So all of us in here are getting around that age of 18 and thinking about college and our life and what we're gonna do in the future. But some of you also may be thinking about why you should vote. So I'm gonna give you just a few reasons about why I think you should vote. First, just a brief history on why you should vote. According to Massvote.org in 2013, history of voting, 1776 was the first time of voting, and in 1790 was when all men with land were able to vote, and in 1870 was when all men of any race were able to vote, and then in 1920 was the big one where women gained the right to vote, and then 1971 was when they officially changed the voting age to 18. Some of you might be thinking, like, why should I vote? The elections, it's all about the electoral college and anything. But here are a few close elections. In 1974 there was a run for Senate, and it was between Lewis Wyman and John Durkin. This election came down to just a couple thousand votes, and there was very many recounts in this. And in Massachusetts in 1839 there was a governor vote with Marcus Morton, and he ended up winning by just 2 votes. So that was a very close election. The Electoral College, as I mentioned before, is made up of 538 electors, and they have to get 270 of them to agree with it to pass a law or voting. And the whole Electoral College is made up of population and number of Senate members. So Minnesota has 2 Senate members, and then we get 8 more for our population, and that is why we have 10 Electoral College votes. Study.com, 10 reasons why you should vote. In 2003 reported that it's your right to vote, which that leads into my next subtopic about it's your right to vote. And you get to help select the government leaders, which is a big part in our community, and you get to help out the democracy that we're running right now. And because if no one votes for it, what's the point of having that? And around the world, many countries don't allow anyone else to vote, so I think we should use the right that we have to vote. But I also believe you should be very educated about this. Don't just go into the booth and fill in all the circles not knowing anything about it. I believe you should be educated in your candidates. According to UNC Charlotte in 2015, 10 reasons why college students should vote. College voters really can swing the election. So another reason is you get to shape your social agenda. You get to learn about the candidates and learn about political topics that have like separation of church and state, things like that. And you also be more educated about society and what's going on around you, which is very important to have. And INBUS 50 reasons why you should vote in September 26, 2014 reported that if you don't use the right to vote, you might lose the right to vote, which I think is very important because your vote matters. Many young adults nowadays think that their vote doesn't mean anything, so why should they even be participating? But some elections nowadays just come down to a handful. And like local elections, like if you were to vote around here or something, local elections, if it ends in a tie somehow, they would just flip a coin, and then that's how they would decide if who would be the next candidate for whatever you were voting. And many people think that the government is just so messed up that why even bother? But you gotta start somewhere. If you don't start anywhere, nothing's ever gonna change, and you're not gonna know the difference or know how to change your society around you. John Boner's article, Why You Should Vote, in November 1st, 2010, stated that Americans should speak out and vote. And I really firmly believe with him, because if you don't speak out, your point will never get across, and you won't be able to get what you wanted to say to other people. And you also get this cool I voted sticker, like is up here, and who wouldn't want a cool I voted sticker. Those are just some of the reasons about why I think you should vote and all of that. So next time election comes around, if you're of that age, I strongly believe you should get out there and vote.
Thank you.
4:59.